Put your hands together from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, William Krolowitz Jr.
Thank you, thank you. I did a show recently. They had a lady sitting right up front. She was kind of drunk. She had a short skirt on. She was sitting kind of sloppy. I didn't want to get distracted, so I told her myself. I said, I apologize, ma'am. I accidentally saw your purple panties with the green polka dots. And she said, I'm not wearing any panties. I'm like, ooh. You need to go to urgent care. And somebody needs to burn that chair, seriously. And ladies, if you come into a comedy show, come on, some of y'all tinkle when you laugh, so let's wear some panties, right? And speaking of panties, I was in my building, I was doing laundry. There's a 10 that lives in my building, one of the most beautiful women I ever saw. She's coming out of the laundry room, I'm going in. As I'm taking my clothes out of the dryer, I happen to notice that she had dropped a pair of her panties on the floor in front of the washing machine. There they were, the panties of a 10. No, I did not pick them up and sniff them. There were cameras in the laundry room. I picked up her panties and I put them in the washing machine. Then I went back to my apartment and I sniffed my fingers like a gentleman. I am a gentleman. Ladies, put your feet up. I'll give you a foot rub. I'll even clip your toenails. Might as well. Your feet are going to end up in my mouth later, and I don't need nothing snagging me on my lip. So my first name is William. I like the name William. I introduced myself to a guy recently, and he said, nice to meet you, Bill. I said, actually, I prefer William or Will. He paused for a minute. He goes, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call you Bill. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call you Richard because you're kind of being a dick. It's William. Ladies, it's Will. Yum. That's right, ladies, just got the new glasses. These thick-ass lenses make my brown eyes pop. Hashtag glaucoma. I've been wearing glasses since I'm 8 years old. And when I found out I had to wear glasses, my mother got mad at me. I would get blamed for all my afflictions, like he needs glasses. That's because you sit too close to the television. He needs braces. I told you not to chew like that. He has asthma. Oh, he's just too lazy to breathe. No, mine's because you smoked all through the pregnancy. She did. She smoked all through the pregnancy. She's like, we didn't know it was harmful. Back in those days, 4 to 5 doctors recommended smoking to expectant mothers to calm their nerves, relax, have a glass of wine. And that's why I was born with asthma and a hangover. Welcome to the world. I come from a large family. I am the youngest of 7. People say, oh, the baby. You must have been spoiled. No, not in my family. In my family, the youngest got their ass kicked by everybody in that house. The only time I ever got hugged was when it was part of a takedown. It was brutal. But over the years, large families become smaller. And one by one, I had to watch as my siblings departed this earth. And as of last October, I lost my last remaining sibling. I win! I win! The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. I gotta be honest with you. My 2 remaining siblings are not gonna like that joke. What, I gotta wait for them to die before I tell that joke? I can't. I think I'm next. I did a sleep study. The doctor woke me up and put me on oxygen. That's not good, is it? I was like, whoa, we thought we were gonna lose you. Your oxygen levels dropped to dangerous levels. You need to get this CPAP machine with oxygen, or there's a very good chance you can have a heart attack or a stroke and die in your sleep. And I'm like, oh my God, die in my sleep? That is fucking awesome. Who doesn't want to die in their sleep? How did you die? I don't know. I slept right through that shit. First he went to bed, then he woke up dead. He went peaceful. So, I have sleep apnea, I have asthma. I caught COVID back in 2020, and I ended up in the hospital. It was a rough stay, but they pulled me through. As I'm getting ready to get out of the hospital, the doctor comes in the room and goes, on your final chest x-ray, we happen to notice that you have arthritis in your spine. What? From the COVID? He said, no, sometimes the parents will pass it down. Did either one of your parents have arthritis? I'm like, my mom's got arthritis, but she has it in her hand. But she used to always hit me on my spine. That must be how she passed it down to me. That's not how it works, y'all. So, I had the OG COVID, the one where you lose your sense of smell. I was out of work for a couple of months. When I finally get back to work, I found out that they moved my desk. I guess they didn't expect me to survive. I'm like, I've been at that desk for 29 years. I wish someone would have at least talked to me about it before you made that decision. I feel like a pawn. And the boss said, you're not a pawn, you're a knight, because we move you 2 up and 1 over. So I know they don't care about me. And I'm retiring at 30 years. I know they don't care about me, so now I'm speaking my mind. I'm not holding my tongue. I was in the restroom at my day job. Somebody was talking on their cell phone in the next stall. It's infuriating. Finally, I had to say something. I was like, hey, if I have to sit here and listen to your dumb conversation, how in the hell am I supposed to come? Come on, it's a joke. I can't jerk at work. I got arthritis in my spine. The girls at work, though, they talk about personal lady business in the department. They had a spa day. They were talking about who got waxed, who got the Brazilian. I should not know that information because I'm going to use it against you at a later date. Like in the summertime when you're complaining about the air conditioner. Please turn down the air conditioner. I'm cold. You're cold because you got no hair on your vagina. The good Lord put that there for a reason. To keep you warm. That's why it's called a muff. Why should we all have to suffer? Because she waxed her T-la-la. T-la-la is Cajun for twat. Don't be offended. Twat is not a bad word. It means free in French. Der, twat, cock, sank. Oh my God, pardon my French. So I moved up here with a Wisconsin girl. I moved up here 30 years ago from New Orleans. I met a Wisconsin girl, and it was great, man. We lasted about a year. Great girl. I can't say anything bad about her, but she liked to argue in public. I don't like that. We're in the mall, and she's like, here, hold my purse. I'm not going to carry your purse. Like, what, are you not man enough to carry a purse? I'm like, that's a black bag, and I'm wearing brown shoes. I'll look like an idiot. I raised my sons here, and I like the way they turned out for Father's Day. They took me out to dinner. We're enjoying a nice Father's Day meal. A couple comes in with a 5 or 6-year-old kid. The kid sits down at the table next to us, starts banging on the table, making a racket. The parents ignore it. One of my sons turns to me and goes, Dad, I want to thank you for not allowing us to behave like that. And when I have kids, I'm not going to behave like that either. I hope I can be as good a father to my kids as you were to me. I was touched. I thought I was going to get emotional. So I reached out and I gave him a little smack in the head. I said, get your elbows off the damn table. And I stuck my foot out and I tripped that little bastard as he ran by. Because it takes a village. And that son has become a father. And he's the son that looks like me. He had a daughter that looks like him. My granddaughter looks just like me. She's beautiful. I tell her that all the time, you know. And as soon as the baby's born, my ex-wife calls me up. Now, she got divorced from me, got married and divorced again, and now she's living with some dude. She calls me up. She said, what do you want the baby to call you? Look, I haven't thought about it. The baby's just born. She goes, well, my man is Papa. What? Your man is not related to her. Your man is not even, you're not even married. No, my man is Papa. I never knew there's such a thing as grandpa jealousy. So I called my son up and said, what if I were to be Papa? He goes, you could be Papa number 2. What? I'm the poo-poo Papa? He said, that's right, because you're the shit. Valentine's Day, my son said, don't send her any candy. So instead, I sent her a book on how to write cursive. They're not teaching that in school. She called me up to thank me. She goes, thank you. I said, will you be my Valentine? She's like, no. Grandpa, you didn't send me any candy. Nana and Papa sent me a box of chocolates. I said, let me tell you something, little girl. That's not your real Papa. That's just some dude who's shacking up with Nana. Shacking up means living in sin, and that makes Jesus cry because in the eyes of God, your nana's a hoe. In heaven, that's called a Hosanna, and your nana is Hosanna in the highest. Thank you guys very much.
William Krolowitz Jr., everybody. Let him hear it one more time.